And this is a CNN News 18 exclusive news break. After Australian players complained of receiving threats online, CNN News 18 has learned the trolling, death and rape threats to Australian cricketers are part of social media anti-India toolkit. Now, according to top sources, death and rape threats to Australian cricketers' families come to the notice, and by careful examination, it was found that these handles are not originated from India or any Indian is involved in issuing all these threats. Now, these are possibly done by ISI and Pakistan-based social media handles who always create a toolkit and create this kind of social media tension. So, this is the latest detail that we are getting as far as the threats that were received by the Australian cricketers after the World Cup final on Sunday. We have CNN News 18's Anand Narasimhan joining us on this story to give us more details about the anti-India toolkit. Anand, over to you.
Good morning, Anjali, and morning to our viewers. There was a certain level of social media onslaught that was unleashed upon Australian players, and there is a lot of propaganda information that was sent. Some players and their families have complained that threats to them, ranging from rape to murder to kidnapping, etc., by entities. And on close inspection, it has been found that majority of these handles were not emanating from Bharat. They have all come from handles or entities or systems which have in the past also used social media to create an anti-Bharat kind of a narrative or and vitiate the atmosphere to further rile up sentiments against the country. And this is which has now come to the fore. This includes even trolling of players, Indian players like Mohammad Shami or Team India cricket like Mohammad Shami and some of the others who have been trolled by these entities. And somewhere, because the larger sentiment across the country, all of us saw it, was standing up in solidarity with the players and to laud them for their phenomenal performance in the run-up to the final. One bad day of cricket does. Yes, there was disappointment, there was hurt, even the players were hurting, nobody wanted to lose, and everybody wanted to win. But the largest across the country was standing in solidarity with the players for the phenomenal show that they had, the effort they had made, and also acknowledgement of the Aussies who turned to be the better players or the better team on that night. And this was manifest with the Prime Minister himself choosing to visit the players in the room and trying to bring up their spirits and to say that you got to take loss on the chin, just like we take a win on this with smiles. And that was the kind of outpouring that was there. The Stand Team India were the kind of hashtags that were trending on social media. The largest sentiment in our country was backing and standing up for the players, and not about the kind of tonality, kind of language that was used for the Australian players and their families. So clearly, when a deep dive was done, it was evident that this has come from entities who are inimical to Bharat. And most of these people, what these people do is they change the names. They just use the introduction names of the handles, and upon closer inspection, you can find that the handles are not from the country. They are the IP addresses and the origins are from beyond Bharat, and clearly entities like the ISI and many others are involved in this entire anti-Bharat propaganda on social media.
All right, Anand, please stay with us as we have some more breaking news coming in. The ace Indian bowler Mohammad Shami has also been facing massive trolling on social media, but CNN News 18 is now learning that Shami's trolling is part of routine trolling activities of hate groups and instigated by ISI and Pakistan-based handles. Now, there are attempts from a period of time to create communal divide in sports also, and these trollers pick any activity of sportsmen on ground and take hate activity. We have Anand Narasimhan with us to tell us about it. Anand, there has been a bid to create communal divide in sports, as we have seen time and again that Mohammad Shami and other players too are being trolled on social media for their activities.
Yes, it is, and this is something which is been there and it's been highlighted in the past, and I was mentioning the same, that these They try to use and rile up sentiment under the ISI's K2 philosophy, even with Arshdeep Singh in the past. And this is the same thing that they've tried to do with Mohammad Shami. Shami has been the player of the country because of his phenomenal performance. He came into the after a few matches in the World Cup after Hardik Pandya's injury, but he's emerged as the tournament's highest wicket taker. And that itself was something which was phenomenal. And he did his best, and he was magical right through the games that he played. And he steered the India into the finals and to credit the bowling. And it was evident. Everybody cheered and looked at the way Mohammad Shami was embraced by the Prime Minister. Big handshake to Jasprit. So this is again a deep dive. Go into who are the people who are trolling Shami, or who are people who to instigate these kind of comments on social media. A deep dive very clearly shows that this is again back to that same ecosystem that works from outside Bharat soil, and tries to push this narrative that Bharat is not a safe place for Muslims, Bharat is not a safe place for Sikhs, etc., etc. So this is again, it's gone back to those same entities who continue to refer to toolkits and use these kind of toolkits to try and rile up sentiment on social media. So this is something which is now very evident, and the intel sources are telling our group editor security, Manoj Kumar Gupta.
Well, absolutely, Anand. Thank you so much for sharing all those details. Right now, we're shifting focus to Uttarkashi.